Well, hello there, and welcome back to Workout. I'm Corny Swiss, and if it sounds a little weird, this recording, it is because I am doing it in a hotel room, because I'm currently on my way home after finishing up my exams and finishing up the school year, and I'm glad to be done. The last couple weeks have been very stressful, very compact with just things to do, and it's nice to just have it be done with. I got done earlier I guess I'm recording this the night before this goes out. I've stopped driving for the day and got done earlier today, so earlier on Thursday, packed up, got checked out, did all that. Had some dinner with some friends before we all left, and then got on my way. Now, and this game is a game I've been sitting on for a few days now, because sometimes you just need study breaks, and you need to. And this is a great way to have a study break. Just really get into some tanks. And this is on one of the new maps. I'm not even gonna hope to try and say it. I don't know how to say it. So if someone can like spell it out phonetically, or maybe point me to a place where I can hear it said, I'm gonna call it Forest, because I just don't know how to say it. And so we'll just go on with that. And I'm driving the M10 tank destroyer. Now, this map, I haven't actually found a new map that I don't like. I like this map. It's very interesting because when you're on these ridges facing each other, which it's not a given that they will be. There's two spawns, and one spawn, the two northern spawns are very far apart. The two southern spawns are very close together. And when you're in these positions, it can actually be very difficult to spot each other. There's some very good ambush tactics, and it's kind of like to go down into the cap, you have to give up your high ground advantage and give the enemy the ground, the elevation. But the ground down, it's a very thin valley down there, and the slopes on either side are very steep. We'll see later on in this clip that some vehicles can't actually go up the slopes on the either side. They only can go up on the roads, whereas heavier tracked vehicles can go up multiple. And I mean, that's regrettable for him. He was making a run for it, and I managed to plug him real nice right there. But it's kind of like this portion of the map, which is where I've played the most, because this is where the cap is, seems to be very you have to make a move, and you have to make a move together. If you don't make a move together, you're gonna one by one die in the valley to enemy fire. Now, you can get away with making a solo move if you can confirm that there's no one over there. And in this game, I'm using my binoculars and my sight to check out the surrounding area. The advantage of the binoculars is that it puts you a little higher up on your machine, and it's more like someone's poking their head out of the top, so you actually get a little higher viewpoint, and that can be pretty critical. Now, I am watching over to my right down the river valley here, because in a previous game I played on this map, someone did come from that way. And you see a steward trying to get stuck in there. I wasn't exactly sure what his plan was, but I'm going to come down the little gentler side of the slope, and it's a German vehicle, but it's actually a friendly AI. I'm going to come down this side of the slope and move into the cap, because there doesn't appear to be any enemies here. Just pushing into the cap. Now, this is a cool little piece of terrain. You got this little farmhouse, the busted wheel, you got the little river here, and it's just a wrecked little farm thing, and it's pretty cool. A lot of the features on the maps are pretty cool, like the Normandy, all the busted tanks and the buildings are cool. On the Berlin map, it's really cool that everything's just broken and battered, like the city's just been bombarded for years and years. And on this map, it's cool because it's sort of fall colors, which are nice, which I mean, it's pretty. And the map has a lot of different terrain features. In this part of the map, it's very hilly, very rough. You're kind of confined into certain sections of the map. And for example, here we have a little convoy here. Myself, another M10, and a M3 gun carriage, so the half-track M3, are pushing up over out of the valley and over into the oh, there he is. He's coming. Pushing out over here, out of the valley and into more of the plains. Because this northern section of the map it's still hilly, but there is a city section, and then there's also just rolling hills and forest and things like that. So there's sort of room for both playstyles: long range sniping and more aggressive brawling. The southern part of the map obviously is more favorable to the brawl as far as I can tell. I'm sure the city kind of is too. But you can see the terrain really opens up here. And I was worried at this point that I was going to get nailed by something. But I'm whipping out the binoculars, going to scan the horizon, and I actually am going to spot what I didn't know at the time what it was, but I just knew it was something that looked out of place. As it turns out, it's a ZIS-30. And I was shooting it, I'm like, I don't know if that's a thing or not. That might just be like a terrain feature, or maybe just one of those like weird gun emplacements. And what you can see I'm doing with the sight right here is I'm helping myself range in the shell by making, oh, confirmed hit. I've keybound Z and X to my sight controls, where Z increases the distance my crosshair is pointing at, and X decreases. So when I hold down Z, it moves my the crosshair down, and like for example, I have mine set at over 1200 meters, and then when I hold X, it pushes it all the way back up to 0. It's a little trick you can use when you're trying to hit targets at range, or you have a known range, and it's just much easier. And I've been meaning to do a full video on that, just on that feature and what you can do with it, but obviously I just haven't. And, that's something I really need to do. But some sneaky guys have snuck in behind us and are attempting to cap the zone, which, I mean, is how you kind of win on this map. So myself and this M3, we're going to rush back down and contest this cap. The M3 is a little faster than me, so he's going to get there first. And we both have pretty effective guns. And it looks like a T50, I believe, maybe 2 T50s? What's that? Is that a T52? Yeah, it is. 2 pair of T50s. Set the first one on fire, shoot the other one. Oh no, that's not T50. That's a 38T. Knock out the T50 and put another shell into the 38T. Now it's time to recap the zone, and we're going to be joined by another M10. And you're going to kind of, in this next sequence, you're going to kind of see how variable this map is, how much potential for playmaking there is, which is why I kind of like this section of the map. Because very soon, you'll see, oh, see, we've been ambushed by someone up there. Looks like a Russian light tank just from a glimpse, but we'll have to get up there and confirm. So myself and the other M10 are immediately going to start pushing up here to take the high ground back, because we feel pretty good about being able to take this solo tank on. And you can see the M3 there having a go trying to get up here. But he's not going to be able to make it up. And that's because that placeholder, the stat I always call placeholder, but actually it does mean something, maximum inclination. His is only 21 degrees, if I remember right. Mine is 41 degrees. So I'm able to climb this slope, albeit very slowly. We get up here and we're looking around for him. But, oh, that sneaky bastard. There he is. Wow. I was really surprised that he ended up down there. And this other M10 is kind of blocking me, but he eventually realizes when I start shooting that, yeah, the enemy have snuck around us. I don't know how he got there so quickly, but he did. We're just going to pump another shell into him. There we go. It's a Panzer IIH. I'm sorry, it wasn't Russian at all. But it's a very quick, very sneaky little tank, and he was able to. We were able to save our friend, but he was able to dupe us fairly well. But now it's time to recap the zone, because we do want to win this thing. And something that I've noticed in a lot of games, or I've noticed in a lot of my matches that I really like, and it was a change. Everyone knew when it was changed, but it was subtle. It's subtle in terms of gameplay. The fact that our tanks get dirty now, like my tank is very dusty, very dirty. I like that. It looks cool, you know. Oh, someone get wrecked? I don't think so. And we hold the zone. Nope, no one got wrecked. Time to move on. But I really like how the tanks can get really dirty and muddy and dusty. Like my tank is very dusty right now, and I like it. But if I went over into the water over there, it would get cleaned off and look brand new. And it's a little feature, but it's certainly something I really enjoy. But we're coming up around over here. I decided I wanted to explore this portion of the map just because I hadn't been down here yet. I'd shot at people over here, but I had never been over here. So I was in the mood to explore. But it doesn't appear like... I was looking for a plane up there. But it doesn't appear like there's very many people over here. So we're just having a little gander at the map. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about, that this section of the map is very open in this river basin, and there definitely could be some pitched battles in there. But then you climb this slope and you're back into sort of a rolling hills, autumn forest, which I think is very pretty. I like this map a lot. Now, I haven't spawned in the northern part of the map, mainly because, I mean, the main reason is the cap is always in the southern part of the map, as far as every time I've played it. That's probably not always the case. When it isn't, I'm definitely going to try and spawn in the north, just to sort of have a go up there and see what the terrain up there looks like firsthand, more close up. Because although we were shooting at that ZIS-30, he was perched on top of the hill, and I know there's definitely some valleys, some sort of low ground there, and I think it'd be interesting to see what you can do with that ground. Because I imagine really fast tanks can get into those low spots and really cause some havoc. But we're just climbing up over here. We're about to win the game. But look, you can see how this map just opens up into a wide open, almost field. And I feel like at upper tier battles, this could be very interesting. Oh, someone just shot over there. But I'm pretty sure that was friendly. But we won the game. And it was a fun one, and I got to drive around the map a fair amount, and you got to see some of the aspects of the map that I think are really compelling, like being able to sort of outwit and be sneaky and ambush and things like that. It's really cool. And yeah, so now, but anyways, I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, so when I get home I should be able to make a video or something. I'll be able to put something together. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I've been Corny Swiss, and I'll see you next time.